Welcome, everybody. Welcome to 5th grade English Language Arts. Great to see you all here.
My meeting keeps going away and saying the host has started another meeting.
I keep getting that message too. It sounds like there's a bigger issue beyond any one of our individual accounts or computers that's happening. So we'll do our best. I think they're still working the little bugs out, but thank you guys for being here, being on time. So fantastic. Long time no see.
Do we have to take notes?
Yes, we will need, great question, some paper to write with and a pen or a pencil. So take a minute now. If you don't have those materials close by, you'll want paper and a pen or a pencil. This can be in your English Language Arts notebook if you have one, or loose leaf paper that you have in a nice binder so that it stays organized and together.
Can I use my computer?
Let's take handwritten notes for now, and then later you can always type them up, but for now we're gonna use our handwriting.
Oh.
I know. It's better for you. You remember things better that way.
Where's my notebook?
So yes, take a minute and gather the materials that we're going to need. And somebody who has been in the class for a little while, tell me, what chapter of Narnia did you leave off on?
12.
Chapter 12?
Oh, we finished.
You finished, or you're on chapter 12?
Nope, we're on chapter 12.
Well,
Wait, no, 13.
No, we
13.
finished.
Yeah, we did.
We finished.
We're on 13.
You're gonna start reading chapter 13?
Did we just
Yeah.
thought we finished?
Wait, did we just start?
Wait, Angelina, did you say we finished, right?
Wait, did we just start?
You guys, the Newport, we're doing the Newport schedule. That's the Anaheim. The Anaheim is finished, not the Newport.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna stick to Newport, and that way we can get everyone caught up. So we'll do some reading in class tomorrow with Narnia, but for today we are instead going to be working on to write better, more complete, more interesting sentences. So that is why we need paper and pen, because we're going to be doing a little bit of writing. So to start us off, and we are going to be sticking with the Narnia theme. So for those of you who are currently reading the book, a lot of this should sound very familiar. And for those of you who haven't read the book, this will be a great opportunity for you to jump into the world of Narnia and get familiar with the characters and some of the settings and some of the themes that are dealt with in the story. So to start, I am going to give you 5 nouns. Can somebody tell me, what is a noun? Taylor.
A person, place, or thing.
Fabulous. Yes, thank you so much. A noun is a person, a place, or a thing. I'm going to give you 5 nouns that are sort of Narnia in theme. They are nouns, people, places, or things that you would expect to find in the book, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. So if you've got your paper out, you can write these 5 words down, and don't worry if you don't catch it all. I will go back and put them into the chat so you can refer to them there. So the 5 words are: number 1, snow; number 2, wardrobe; number 3, sword.
Wait.
It's okay. We're gonna go back and do it again.
Okay.
4, a sleigh. So sleigh as in SLEIGH, a sleigh ride. And number 5, statue. Snow, wardrobe, sword, sleigh, statue. And I just realized they almost all start with S. I didn't do that on purpose. But here I'm going to
Wait, snow, wardrobe, what? What's the third one?
I'm going to put them in the chat right now. So just hang on.
I'll do it later.
Snow, wardrobe, sleigh.
What should we title this activity?
Sentence boost.
Okay.
We are going to learn how to boost your sentences. So now that you have those words, snow, wardrobe, sword, sleigh, and statue, what you're going to do is write a sentence for each noun. That's all the instruction you're going to get. Don't worry about including this detail or that detail or this piece of information. I just want you to write a sentence. It can be as simple as you'd like. So the only rule is that each sentence has to have one word from the list. So you'll have 5 sentences total.
Does it have to be like a story or just 5 sentences?
The sentences do not need to be connected in any way. You're just writing 5 independent sentences.
So like
nouns per sentence.
Okay.
So like the snow was white.
Great. That's a perfect example.
What about I like to play in the snow?
That if it has the word snow in it, you did your job. So
Okay.
just take a couple minutes. Don't rush through it. I'll play some nice music in the background. You'll have a couple of minutes to write.
Can I write a simile?
Yes, you can. So you have a couple of minutes to write your sentences. Well, let's keep it nice and quiet. If you have a question, chat it to me. All right, go ahead and wrap up your final thoughts. Fabulous. I see some of you are done. If you're not done, you'll have a chance to finish up later, but we are going to move on now. So what we're going to do, put a pin in that, so don't let those sentences go far. We are going to come back to them later, but for now, we are going to work together to learn how to stretch our sentences to make them more interesting and more engaging for your readers. So let me pull up a whiteboard for us to use. And remember, like I said in history class, there's no writing on the whiteboard. It's just for me.
Can't even do it.
In real life, I know none of you would ever rush to the front of the classroom to write on the whiteboard, so we're not going to do it here. All right. So to start this little exercise, our sentence is going to start with a who, with a subject, with a noun. Can someone give me a person or character this could be about? Yeah, Talia.
Do you mean like a character from Narnia or just a character name randomly?
Let's do a character from Narnia.
Okay. Lucy.
Lucy, fabulous. And you don't have to write this down quite yet. All right, so.
Can we if we want to?
Oh, absolutely. You can always take notes. And I mean, it's always a good idea to do that. You'll remember the lesson so much better. All right, so we have Lucy. And this is how we're going to stretch our sentence. Right now it's very tiny. It's not even a sentence. It's just a word. Lucy is doing what? Let's give her an action word, a verb. Cece Marie. So make sure you unmute yourself.
Yeah.
There we go.
Lucy is swimming.
She's swimming. Fabulous. Thank you. Lucy is swimming. So now we've got our who is doing what, and now we want to add when. So think time of day or think season, something to do with time. Yes, I don't know your name here. I'm going to unmute. You've got white headphones like this. When could she be swimming?
In the afternoon.
In the afternoon. Fabulous. All right. Lucy is swimming in the afternoon. Oh, this thing keeps getting in the way. Now we are going to add a where. Lucy is swimming in the afternoon. Where is she swimming? So many different places.
At the tennis club.
At the tennis club. All right. At the tennis club. And now this is probably the most fun part. Why? Why is Lucy swimming in the afternoon at the tennis club? What could be the reason? Avery.
For fun.
To cool off.
To cool off. Awesome. Or we could say for fun, but we'll go with to cool off.
For a charity.
All right. Yay, that's fabulous. So we have here a sentence. Lucy is swimming in the afternoon at the tennis club to cool off. We started with a subject, we added a verb, and then we brought it to life more by giving ourselves a time, giving ourselves a location, and then a reason why. That's a super important thing in writing, not just to say, here is a fact, but here is a fact and here is why it is interesting or why it is important. Going that extra step to make your writing come alive. So that is an excellent first sentence we have here. We're going to do it 2 more times. So somebody else, give me a new who.
What's happening?
Edmund?
Sorry.
Edmund.
Oh.
Fabulous. Edmund.
I was like,
What could Edmund be doing?
Sorry.
yeah,
And some of you, I don't know your names, and you're, well, I can't call on you directly. So I will try to find things about you. You have your hand up, my friend. It looks like you have a gray shirt and you've got white earbuds. Like,
I have another question.
If you move your mouse to like the little squares, the names will pop up.
your names aren't popping up. It's funny. I know.
Luca, is it you?
And I can't hear you. Looks like you're talking and you're unmuted, but I can't hear you.
Luca can't talk in the other ones too.
Interesting. Okay, we'll have to take
It's
a look
weird.
at that.
Yeah, his microphone is weird. It's, I don't know.
Luca, try again.
All right. Well, for the time being, then, Jasmine, can you tell me what could Edmund be doing? Jasmine, what could Edmund be doing?
Sorry.
Luca said Edmund is jogging. We'll go with that. So
Yeah,
Edmund
Edmund's jogging.
Why is it doing this to me? Is jogging.
Running or jogging.
He's jogging. So Jasmine, you can give me a when. When is he jogging?
At 4:30.
He's jogging at 4:30 a.m. or p.m.?
p.m.
p.m. Okay. He's jogging at 4:30 p.m. and
It's a little late.
where is he jogging? Somebody else tell me where he's jogging.
In the bay.
By the bay, all right.
In the bay?
Can't be jogging in the bay. By the bay. Why? Why is he doing that? Yes, my friend in the hoodie.
To win a marathon.
Perfect, to
Of
win a marathon.
jogging.
And what's your name?
Joey.
Joey. All right, thanks, Joey. So, by the bay to win a marathon. Awesome. So we started with just our subject, and then we gave him a verb. We gave some details concerning time and a reason why. I don't know why it keeps creating a text box. Oh, well. All right, let's do one more. So we need one more subject. Think about our Narnia characters. Who else could we write about?
I want to say the name, please.
Aslan?
Aslan. All right, let's do it. Aslan. This time you can just shout it out if you've got something. Aslan, what is he doing?
Was feasting on a deer.
Was feasting on a deer. All right.
Big brain.
We'll just do, we'll leave it as was feasting right now. When was he doing this?
During dinner.
During dinner.
At 6 o'clock.
At 6 o'clock during
So
dinner.
that's dinner time.
Okay.
No, that's like
6
9 o'clock.
During dinner. Where was he?
He was at
In
his
the middle of
No,
nowhere.
at,
In the
the,
African
at his palace.
In the
At the
African
palace.
plains.
Why?
At the
Because he was hungry.
Because he was meeting the prince.
evil magic there.
He was meeting the prince, I guess.
Because he wanted to.
Because he wanted to. Well, we're going to assume if that's what he's doing, then he already wants to. Because he was hungry probably makes the most sense.
Because
he
he's
was
hungry.
All right. Fabulous job. So, actually, if you have these sentences written down, that's great, because now what we're going to do is we're going to go back into the sentences and we are going to make them come alive even more. So now, I mean, these are pretty good sentences, right? We have a who, a what they're doing. We have some details concerning their location and all that good stuff. But now is our opportunity to really take it to the next level as a writer and make the sentences more colorful. So for example, in sentence number 1, Lucy is swimming in the afternoon at the tennis club to cool off. So one thing we can do right off the bat is add some adjectives. Who can tell me what an adjective is? Talia.
An adjective is adjective, oh yeah, I'm not muted. Okay, an adjective is like a describing word. So, for example, beautiful, slow, yeah.
Absolutely. It's a describing word. So, what are some words we could use to describe Lucy? For those of you who have read the book, if someone was like, oh yeah, no, I haven't read the Chronicles of Narnia, tell me about
Adventurous.
Swimming.
Love it.
Wet. Right?
Adventurous. And what else?
Kind.
Kind. Those are perfect adjectives for Lucy. An adventurous and kind girl is swimming in the, again, let's pause. We have a noun. How can we describe this afternoon? What kind of an afternoon is she swimming in?
Hot.
Can you be in like the late afternoon?
Hot? Yeah, that totally makes sense with our sentence. But hot? I mean, it's a good word, but it's a little boring, right? Is there maybe a scorching word?
It's freezing.
Scorching. Okay, that's fabulous. Is swimming in the
Scorching hot sun? I know, like.
Or in the hot water.
The burning
scorching hot afternoon at the tennis club to cool off. Is there maybe even a stronger way we could say to cool off?
To cold up.
Cold out.
Refresh.
And just shout things out.
Wait,
You know?
to relax. To relax and refresh her body, I guess.
To refresh off.
Refresh. I think that's a really word that pops. To refresh herself. So, you guys, in just a couple of little tweaks, we went from Lucy is swimming in the afternoon at the tennis club to cool off. Perfectly fine sentence, but how much more interesting is this? Lucy, an adventurous and kind girl, is swimming in the scorching hot afternoon at the tennis club to refresh herself. Wow, that created a much stronger picture in my mind. I can really see her, like, you know, going through the water, and she's cooling off, and she feels so much better.
I see the sun.
Yeah, you can totally see, like, the hot rays of the sun kind of on the water. Absolutely. Super
Can
nice.
you move it so I can see it, please?
Oh yeah, it's kind of cut off.
Because of your little pictures on the top.
So you might have to adjust that yourself.
No, you can like, whatever.
Click on it and drag it to the other side.
I can see it.
Yeah, I've got it directly in the center, so we'll have to just keep playing with it.
I can see it too.
Me too.
All right, let's try this with the next one. So we have Edmund is jogging at 4:30 p.m. by the bay to win a marathon. So the first thing I want us to look at is the order of the sentence. So what we did is we wrote all three of our sentences using the exact same formula. We have the subject, does the verb, when, where, and why. Now, if you use that same template over and over and over again, your reader is going to be like, oh my goodness, I'm so bored. It's so predictable. You're doing the same thing over and over. There's no variance. There's no rhythm to the writing. It's kind of stale and it's kind of bland. So one pretty simple trick you can do in your writing is change the order in which you say things. And English is really cool because it's so flexible. You can say, instead of starting the sentence with Edmund, you can start with, we'll just do it backwards. To win a marathon, Edmund is jogging at 4:30 p.m. by the bay.
Or you could say, like, he's an adventurous and kind girl. Lucy is named Lucy is swimming.
You totally got it, Rhett. That's right. So just by taking kind of different phrases and clauses and mixing them up, it immediately makes it more fun and exciting to read because it's not the same plodding along old pace. So let's try that with this one.
I have one.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay, good.
To win a marathon, Edmund is.
Oh, I
Let's
know.
describe Edmund. Give me
I
some
know
adjectives
one
for Edmund.
from the book. Everyone was
Strong
calling
and
him
fast.
a rude beast, which was
Is
kind
that,
of rude.
let's get some
Fast
adjectives
runner?
for Edmund.
He had to be kind.
Strong and a fast runner.
He had to
What do you
be
need?
Fast, quick,
really focused.
agile.
Fast,
He had to
quick.
have a lot of
Okay, let's
endurance.
do the agile and focus. Those are both such great words. The agile and focused
He has
Edmund.
to be
What's that
kind
noise?
to everyone, like how in the book he was being so mean to everyone.
Right, so right now we're just going to focus on our sentence. To win a marathon, the agile and focused Edmund is. What
Jogging.
Jogging?
Is
Pacing
No,
himself.
is
Practicing.
sprinting.
Sprinting. Okay, so
He's
maybe we'll give the
pacing
sentence a little
himself.
more urgency. Is sprinting.
To the finish line, maybe?
Well, we're
Get
still going
first
to keep him at the same place. He's still going to be at the bay at 4:30 p.m., but he is sprinting by the what kind
Water.
of bay? Let's talk about this bay.
By the water.
The
The
bay
clear-
is water.
By the water of the bay.
The clear water of the
Ooh, yes, the clear
By the
water.
foamy
That's
water?
helping me picture it in my head more. The clear
Water.
of the bay at 4:30 p.m. So we'll keep that nice clear fact. So how much more interesting is that sentence now? So first we had Edmund is jogging at 4:30 p.m. by the bay to win a marathon. Short, sweet, and to the point. Nothing wrong with it. But if you are going to create a picture for somebody, how much more engaging is it to read
It makes
win a marathon?
people think of it.
No talking while I'm talking. To win a marathon, the agile and focused Edmund is sprinting by the clear water of the bay at 4:30 p.m. That's way more vivid. You see how we did that? We just changed a couple of little things, and boom, we have a way more interesting sentence. Fabulous. Let's do one more together. So we have Aslan was feasting at 6 o'clock during dinner at the palace because he was hungry. Let's start by describing Aslan. What is he? Is he a human?
No.
Oh, no. He's a lion.
He's a lion. Okay, don't you think that might be important for me to know if I've never heard of Aslan before?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
on the big strong beast was feasting. Like
He was the mightiest lion.
I love it.
The almighty sea
mighty lion. Aslan.
Was hungry.
He wasn't a tiger.
Was-
Do we have to write this down?
Was
Do we have
starving.
to write?
You can write it down.
Okay, yeah.
was starving.
Do you need to write this down?
Was
Oh, you
starving.
don't need to, but it's highly recommended. The
I
mighty
just
lion Aslan. Oops, why is it doing that?
was starving.
Was
Maybe instead of
starving.
saying starving or like hungry, you should say like craving.
No, craving is like when you want to eat it.
Yeah, so we already have him eating. So I think we can stick with starving, but that's more urgent than just hungry. Was starving. So, what did he do?
He started to feast on a lion at exactly 6 o'clock.
He started to feast on a
Why
lion.
would he
I don't
feast
know
on
if
a
he was
lion?
feasting on a lion.
I mean, not a lion, a deer.
So,
Right?
okay,
That's
so
what
we
it
can
was.
add a detail. In the first sentence, we just have he was feasting. But
Cannibal.
now we have what he was
Someone said
feasting on.
deer for
So
some
he
reason.
feasted on a deer in his, what kind of palace does he live in? Let's make it specific.
Big.
A crystal palace.
No, that was the witches, though.
Oh, right. True.
Ice palace.
He doesn't want one that reminds him of the
Abandoned?
witch that tried to kill him.
Big
Abandoned.
abandoned palace.
What about
Okay,
the stone table?
big is
At the
one of those
stone
words
table.
that's a little bit boring. Is there a
Massive?
more
Humongous.
massive?
Stone
Okay.
table.
In his massive palace, rather.
What about grande?
We're in English class now. If you were in Spanish class, though, that would be awesome. He feasted on a deer in his massive palace at 6
In his
o'clock p.m.
6
After. Could it be like
a.m.
was his dinner time. There we go. We have more of an explanation. So the mighty lion Aslan. That is such an important detail. If you're telling someone about this character for the first time, you probably want to mention that he's a lion and not a human being. Or in the case of Narnia, he's not a beaver, he's not a fawn. There's lots of different animals that these characters could be. So, the idea here is that we can take a sentence, we can stretch it out by adding all of these different details, and we can change the order that we say them in. It's still going to mean the same thing. We're still getting the same information conveyed to us, but if we vary what we say and when we say it, to the reader, it's going to sound a lot more interesting and kind of pull them into the action quicker than if you're just saying, you know, this person did this then. This person did that then. It's like, man, it's kind of boring. Be more creative. Have more fun with it. Kind of shake things up a bit, right? So, what I'd love us to do now is, oh, is there a question? You could put famished instead of hungry. Yes, so there's lots of fun adjectives that we can play with. So I'm going to go ahead and clear this. And can someone be an awesome, brave volunteer and give me one of your sentences that you wrote? Talia, why don't you go first?
Okay. Wait, oh yeah, I'm muted. My one for snow was the snow fell softly to the ground in the breeze.
Snow fell softly to the ground in the breeze. Okay, well, first off, that's a fantastic sentence already. I love how evocative it is. I can really feel the chill of the snow, and I can see it gently falling to the ground, and there's a slight breeze in the air. I can see the leaves kind of rustling, like the dead leaves are falling too. Beautiful. So what we're going to do now is see if there's any way we can stretch it. And that's the thing about writing, is that when people kind of weigh in and give you ideas, you can only become a better writer. So it's not about judging each other's work or being harsh critics. We're only here to help each other. Writers' workshops, that's what it's all about, is sharing ideas. So what do we think? What is one way we could maybe stretch this already amazing sentence?
The frigid snow.
The frigid snow. I like it. That gives us another adjective to play with. The frigid snow. What about fell? Is there another verb that maybe instead of fell, we can say that's even more specific? Because in writing, specificity is key.
Glided.
glided.
Yes.
Yeah, glided. But glided kind of means like going like that.
Sword.
I like glided.
Glided
Softly to the, tell me what ground, because if I'm just picturing the ground, should it be
hard ground.
The hard ground?
Yeah.
So
I would expect there to be more snow down there, so it's probably not going to be hard.
That could be.
Well, like the actual like cement ground.
Yeah, tell me, am I picturing a cement sidewalk or am I picturing the forest floor? Those are very different pictures. So which one
I'm picturing the sidewalk.
The sidewalk?
I'm picturing the forest floor.
Yeah, I was picturing the forest floor.
All right, we'll go with the original author's intent. So the forest floor, what might that look like?
Enchanted.
Yeah.
I like it. The enchanted forest floor in the, let's describe the breeze.
With the breeze softly blowing.
In the chill breeze.
So we already have a word to describe how cold it is, so I don't think we need another word. That's like, okay, we get it, it's cold. Let's try to stick away from soft because we already have that word in our sentence. And this is just a pet peeve of mine. If I notice that an author is using like the same adjective like more than twice on a page, I'm like, come on, use a synonym, shake things up, right? So instead of it, instead of a soft breeze, what other kind of breeze might there be?
A light breeze?
Light?
Yeah.
Perfect, yeah, totally works.
Chill.
Light.
I already said chill.
The frigid
what?
snow glided softly to the enchanted forest floor in the light breeze. Wow. And honestly, if we were writing this sentence, we might even go back and like erase an adjective or two just to simplify things. But this shows you how much potential there is in every sentence to be vastly more detailed. And so it's always a delicate balance of when do we keep it simple and when do we really like up the antics a little bit and add more detail.
No, whenever you have time.
So Talia, thank you. That was a brilliant example. Can I have someone else give me one of their sentences?
Oh yeah, it's fine. You can do it tomorrow or Wednesday. Doesn't matter.
Let's make sure we're muted. I hear somebody's dad talking.
Another question. I know that you mentioned last week you had a contract that went into your office. Which contract was that?
Who's that? Who's that?
All right. I can't see your name.
Oh, okay, perfect. I was just making sure.
But you've got like
Can you turn off your mic?
Can everyone turn off their mic?
Yes,
yeah.
If you are not muted, please mute yourself. It's very loud. All right, I am lowering your hand and you can go ahead and speak. In the blue long sleeve shirt.
Oh, okay.
Hey, what's your name?
Tucker.
Tucker. Hey, Tucker.
Hi. My friends and I were skiing in Aspen on the soft white snow that was glistening like diamonds.
Ooh, all right. My friends and I were skiing in Aspen. What was the second part?
On the soft white snow that was glistening like diamonds.
Oh my goodness, thank you. So you guys are already going like above and beyond with these sentences. So it makes our job as editors even easier. So what we'll do is maybe let's play with the word order. Do we have to start the sentence with my friends and I? Not necessarily. What is another kind of phrase that we could pull from this sentence to start with? Ricky, what do you think? Ricky, what do you think? Any ideas? No? Rhett, what do you think? Oh, make sure you're unmuted first.
I think that maybe you could say like last week in Aspen, my friends and I went skiing.
So yeah, we don't even have to add we could add last week. That's a detail and concerning time. That's awesome. So last week in Aspen. So we've taken kind of the location and the time and put that at the beginning of the sentence. My friends, and can we describe the friends? My silly friends, my goofy friends, my best friends. What's a word we could use to describe friends? Jasmine, what do you think?
Good friends.
My good friends. My good friends and I were skiing on the soft white snow that was glistening like Diamonds. And you know what? Honestly, I don't think we should add any more adjectives. Otherwise, we'll be like, okay, now I'm drowning in adjectives and I'm getting overwhelmed with all of these pictures in my head. So we want to keep it just right about there so that the story still gets told without it becoming just a competition of how many adjectives can we add. Again, a delicate balance. But that's fabulous, right? So we took the sentence, we gave ourselves a little more context, and now we have kind of a stretched out sentence. So what I am going to have you guys do for a little homework assignment. Let's see if I can find it here. You should all be getting access to Google Classroom if you haven't already. So don't worry, those links will be coming out to your parents. But what you're going to do is you're going to share with me the 5 sentences that you wrote. So if you hand wrote them, this will be a time you'll type them on the computer. So you're going to share with me your 5 sentences that had snow and statue and sleigh, sword, and wardrobe. So
what email do we share it with?
So you're going to share this on Google Classroom. And that's the first thing you're going to do. Then you're going to give me, so stay muted while I'm talking. You're going to take the sentences and then you're going to stretch them. So we did a couple together. So you can add adjectives. You can add a location. You can add a time of day. You can add, or you can just play with the word order. Maybe you don't add a single word. You just kind of shake up what you've already got if you really like your sentence as it is. So you're going to give me the originals, the updated versions, and then you're going to tell me what you changed. Like, I added adjectives to this, or I gave my character a name. That could totally work. Or I put the last piece of the sentence at the beginning. Anything like that. So this is what it's going to look like on Google Classroom. You can see there it says ELA, Narnia Sentence Boost. So you see your 3 questions. And you'll just want to have that turned in by the time we have class tomorrow, and we can take a look at some of them. So now, are there any questions?
What is the homework due?
Oh my goodness, I just said that. I said by tomorrow at class.
Oh.
That's why we listen. Yes, Brooke.
Mine doesn't work. Like, how do you get it?
I had that question, but then you answered it, so.
Perfect. Love to hear it.
Also,
So if you haven't gotten Google Classroom, it is coming, I promise.
If you just have a computer, just go to Google, type up Google Classroom, just click on the website, and then just enter your code. You don't have to buy an app or anything.
You've got it, yep. Shouldn't cost you anything. If you weren't here last week, don't worry about it. Everything you need to do this assignment, we just did in class right now. So if you don't have the Narnia book, that might be something you'll be interested in getting, but we will read it together for those of you who don't have the text. So tomorrow, let's be ready to maybe jump into chapter 13. Sounds like that's where most of us left off. And if you have already read it, then you just get to read it again. There's nothing wrong with that.
Where's Mr. Jordan?
I don't have that book.
Yeah,
so I just said that you don't have to worry about getting it. We'll read it together. But if you want to get it, it doesn't hurt, right? If that's something that you're able to do, but no pressure. So if there are no other questions, I will see you all tomorrow. You did a fabulous job.
Bye.
And I look forward to reading your sentences.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace out.